we'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Craig, what's your favorite team? The Rams?
Giants, man, Giants.
Oh, Giants.
Yep.
Nah, we're gonna do this.
Hey! On your left.
Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bears standing at 6'4".
All right, we'll play the coach want us to do.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look great. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Ready, stop that fat bastard. Oh, he's
down to the 22.
I'm not. Yeah, I see.
38 yards on
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most
Go
of these
out
guys
there,
are
drum.
motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, they both went down.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Come on, this stop him right here. Make him kick a field goal. Come on.
Throwing on third. Gone. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And he'll only get this to the 17. Well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Makes the score Rams 3, Packers nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 13 carries, 84 yards. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the run.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
To Aaron Jones.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for him. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Rams take over first down at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Gone. He's got a first down and inside of midfield. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
6-yard line.
Yeah, them motherfuckers doing the Harlem Shake on that bitch.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Rams 3.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play.
Oh,
It's only
fuck,
a
they didn't
3-yard
get
run,
down fast
but
enough.
for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To Josiah DeGuara.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Funches with a catch over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Now Goff. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Again, Goff. This will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap.
That bitch was up in the tower. I didn't even pay any attention. I thought I was safe. Just standing there watching, minding my business.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is gone. He'll get this in the hands of Van Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Roberts on the return. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Their own 15-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. That's what they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studio, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they enjoy it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The throw over the middle taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz him,
and Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
so that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
28-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night as they have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Yeah, I'm up here now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
At the 30-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
It's going to be a close game, Quay.
NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Gone. Down man over the middle. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Gone. Jefferson the target. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
The 40-yard line.
Gone throwing again. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
That bitch in that tower, he's nasty.
2nd and 10.
Motherfucker ain't just firing regular rounds. That nigga firing some hot lead from up there.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through the...
Now it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh no, not me.
Just one of those
Got an intro.
from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level.
I'm about to run it. I'm about to run this clock out.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback. He expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, he'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 28-yard big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
First down. It's Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he gets it to Funchess complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Jones. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third. And now they deal with 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Goff and the Rams down 24-17. Just over a minute, 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
He just didn't seem the same. This is the 2nd time.
The drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now
that's what my daddy told me. Sometimes you the pigeon, sometimes you the statue.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, he did tell me that.
No, that's how I do.
70 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing.
To give us tonight.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, it was just perfectly done. Up to, you ask me, I'm sorry. It was just perfectly done. We, one by one, we went down, but never had to wash. You know, we all took our knee at one point or another, but never had to wash.
Offense now heading back out onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so
you never had to wash clothes.
But then defensively,
no, I've got a washing machine. I don't have to wash anything. I mean, wipe. Wash, wipe, wash.
Line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that? But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all three timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now Rodgers. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
All right, have a good night, Bear.
They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Back to throw.
Good night.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds.
Like at a shooting gallery.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. What you doing, man? Looking in zone.
He about to lose. Look how far away you're striking him, cuz.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Johnson on the coverage.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have
that was in the intro.
After this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I got to go in overtime.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
The 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, gone. Caught by Cobb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside 35. In overtime, you have to be smart.
Really? Come on now.
Personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll get this one to Cup complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards.
Just sitting all the way back here, getting everything out there.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward.
They can have the last one.
Certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyped.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance.
Yeah, right, the tables had turned.
Punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge?
That's the only bad thing about it. Wish it could carry about 300 rounds.
There, it's game over.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Rodgers now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He didn't even
The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
Double. Let's get the double. Where's the supplies?
Play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, you already hit the boxes for their supplies?
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You tell me you can't have fun with that goddamn shotgun.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the
like
3rd
when you
down
get to channel them, like if they're coming out of a door or up a hallway and it's just a straight hallway or a door they're coming out of, yo, you had so much fun just beating them down on the spot right there.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks
They can't even get out the door.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How much you losing by, Warren? Come on, you can tell me.
Overtime right now.
So after the incompletion first, now 2nd and 10.
Take it into the bank.
Throwing again. Rodgers.
Come on, catch it, baby. Catch it. Come on, man. What the fuck you doing?
Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
I'm telling you, man.
The defense able to recover.
Because you don't necessarily have to have a status effect on your build. That shotgun has it all built into it. And if you give it more power, trust me, bro, I was running solo with my one on heroic and challenging. And red bots, you can one-shot. Purple bots, 1-2 shot. Yellow bots, no, I say 2 shots, a good 2 shot on a purple. On a yellow, the average yellow, 3 shots and he's gone. If you catch him perfectly, you can do him in 2. Them goddamn bosses, man, you saw what happened to the boss. I ain't even got to explain that part. You saw what happened in District of Freedom. We just kept him on his knees. Keep on his knees like that. Someone just go behind him with a nice DPS build and just continue to destroy that damn backpack he's got. But we got to hit him in his head every time he goes down.
Both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Yeah, it was a tie game.
I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough, because it was a night game. Makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
It was neck to neck.
Do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
They did.
I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL.
Yeah, that's what took it into overtime.
EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
24-24.
I'm out of here before they start fucking with me again. I'm heading back to the White House. So when you gonna play me again, Warren? I see you're running hard from me, bruh.
Hey, I'm ready. Let's go. You're not ready for another ass whooping.
Please.
Woo, Taz, did Quay tell you how bad I beat him? I beat him so bad he got off the game. He got off the game, Taz. Let me tell you. He got off the game.
You let him tell you the story. Of course, that's what happened. Ron and King watched the game. They saw what happened. He was just a one-man show. He was playing Green Bay using R2A. He was just like